So what I would do is I would say, okay, what I want to do is replace this code with the ERB silent that contains items.each. I want to replace that with the contents of this partial. So I just want to take that and put it in there. And so what I wanted to do, but what happens is not what I want it to happen. What happens is this, is it takes only this part, replaces it with the partial, so I get this whole thing, and still I have the ending tag, and still I have this extra li that I don't want, right? Because the face doesn't see Ruby blocks at all. It just takes this one thing. It has a code tag. It doesn't see beginning of a block. It doesn't see the end of the block. It just sees it as two separate things. And so it has no idea that you're trying to replace this whole block of text. It just sees this one thing and says, you want to replace that. And we had tons of errors come from this because we didn't realize what we were doing. So that's not actually what you want. Fortunately, they do have ways around this. And there's some other hacky ways if you're not doing replace, you're doing other things. But what you can do is you can say a closing selector, right? So you can say, here's my beginning selector. I want this to be the beginning. I want this one to be the end, right? I want this one to be the beginning. I want this one to be the end. And that's going to be my total selection, and then I want to replace that. And then you're actually going to get the right value. All right. And then you're actually going to get what you want. But I was probably smacking my head against the table for a long time trying to figure out why it was telling me it wasn't ending my tags and why all this crazy stuff is being printed out. Most other things